think I'm good now.
You okay, buddy? Do you have to poop? Go sit on the potty, baby. Yeah, I can tell you have to poop. Go sit, baby. Take your towel and go sit. But.
Don't worry about all that. I am looking for the market to possibly rally here, but if it can't, it will come back and retest the blue line lower. As you can see here, you've got a triangle that breaks out and goes higher, but it had to retest this blue line first. Once it broke above, then it was fine. So now we've got a bit of a descending triangle retesting this black line. So if it can't, the first level I would expect it to go to is right here, around 29.46. And if it breaks below that, then it'll test 28.50, which I think is my max drawdown area. No, my max drawdown area is actually 29.50, which would retest this weekly candle here. So we can even back this up to right here. One second. Okay. So there is a possibility that we do go down here. I'm just waiting to see what happens in this area. If we go to the hourly chart, you can see that it's just making lower lows, lower highs. So not a lot of conviction either way. Currently it looks like it'll test up here in this 3080 area. Yeah, the 3080 is a possibility. Rally up into here, and if we turn on our open daily line, the actual resistance is right there in the 3060 to 30, it's about the 3060 area. Also, the fact that if we get over, there's this area here right now that we're testing, the 3040 area, 3040, 3047, 3060. There's a lot of supply in the way now that we've dropped through it, so not quite convinced that we go higher here. We've got a box going on. I mean, 3050 to 3020 is just chop. There's supposed to be a Fed speaking, something going on here at 9:30, as well as some other numbers. Can't quite remember. Four-minute countdown. Technically 3.5. VXX still firing off. 3950 is the zone that it needs to fail at, or that I would want to see it fail. A lot of volume yesterday. I was going to point this out the other day too. You could see these little dots here, the opening prices. I don't know why. Oh wait, it's showing open and closed. That's what's got me messed up. There we go. So the open areas, you can see higher, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But on the, you get down to it and you see that it's going lower, lower. It makes a, technically this is still just another on the weekly it's probably more of a lower high. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, on the weekly chart it was inside down, but not on the open. Today's Thursday. We've got 2 days to prove that it can go down. Otherwise, it could be another big rally on VXX and a big dip on ES. All the way up to $50 more than likely, or higher. So then I turn on my open prices and SPY opens down here. Below volume. I can honestly see it rallying up to 310 today, 309 area. But we'll have to see how the open goes. Because it could just backtest this area and then fire down below the open. The 220 BABA puts that I was looking at yesterday are up from 40 to 90 this morning, if you had swung. Usually the dip you buy is, in these big dip ones, they dip and then they just go. Just as explained on the ES chart, whenever it finished out the triangle, wherever it is on this, right here. it failed, and then it closed above, and then it made a white candle, and then big gap, 3% gap, and it just started running all the way up to 320. Now we're correcting above it. Yeah. It went below the triangle and then closed higher. And then another day, a doji, and then a big pop. So already we've closed below the triangle once. Let's see. I could make it like this to include the wicks on the bottom, but then that definitely opens up to 29.50. So technically, this will be our second time below the triangle. So it's very crucial that we hold here. I actually thought yesterday was the last day to prove ourselves, but it could be today. I'm not in anything. The only thing I'm holding is PFE still, just because it's a very small play. Very small play, and it's got a lot of time. So first 5 minutes, nothing. At least not to me. So VXX actually should rip today if this flag holds. It's a flag on a flag. It's right here at this open price, 37.12. So at this point, feeling bullish. I'd really like to see it go above 303.83 though before I get long. And since I expected to rally up to 309, I would look at 629 options for SPY. The 310 is 1.14 right now. But again, there's not a whole lot of action going on this morning. So that's a nice fade on AMD, kind of leading lower. Would expect the other markets to follow suit. This is right underneath all this supply now. Was demand, tried to bounce it on the 15th, couldn't get it up there. Now we're back down below it. on the 25th, 10 days later. This is a big area though. Ooh. Yep, not looking good. I think with VXX a break above 37.56 would get me short on SPY. EEM always leading. You could see the failure in the market coming back in January if you were paying attention to EEM. Top of a bear flag, rising wedge, breaking down, retesting, breaking down. Here's March, and then it just sinks. This is the 3-day chart, so it's 7%, 15%, 1.5%. Nasty. One sec. Well, while my kid exploded with pain, the market went down. So, missed my opportunity for a short. Over that 3756, that open area back here. It's holding underneath, but now it's exploding up. Market's exploding down. Oh man, that's annoying. Those 220 puts are up to $150 now. That is a 400% play on Baba. And just come here and update. Oh yeah, Baba's gonna go down to... Oh, I didn't realize I drew this channel on here. That's gross. It's going down to 217, I believe, is where I had it on my other layout. 217 is actually... Yep. 216.89. Definitely possible. And honestly, it's inside 4 hour down. Excuse me. I really would like to see this go down to 296. Yeah. 296 on SPY for Monday expiry. It's at 2.0. Possible double. AMD puts have just been cranking from this resistance here, the supply, and I can't believe I didn't see it yesterday. The 24th, yeah. So if you go on the 15-minute and you get this white candle, and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's about to go, and there's this massive area of supply right here. Hits it, goes straight down through the open, down, down, down. At this point it's chasing, but it can continue down until, because we're through all this. This is nothing. This is nothing. The next heavy area of support would be 49. This is another 3%. Yep. I was not ready for a bearish move. Can admit that. These opening candles, though, they are very telling. Or I'm sorry, the opening of the daily candle. Because you can see here on the 23rd, the 15-minute, a lot of people were bullish, including me. And I'm like, yeah, this is just a back test. So I'm like, yeah, it's going to rally through. Well, it didn't. And came up, it touched this 786 area, came down, closed below, gapped down 0.6%, and then went down 0.7% in 30 minutes. Straight down all day, and then did this bear flag. Now we gap down more, below the open, straight down. The time to get into a short was in the first 15 minutes when it failed to hold the open. Now it's going lower, should continue lower. This blue line here, I believe, is that daily candle, the daily black indicator candle that supported here, but there's a good chance that doesn't hold this time. As you can see here, it dipped below, held, and then closed above. Now it's dipped below, made a false breakout, and now it's going lower. There's no chance of it coming back up. So instinct tells me this is going lower. The 296 for Friday was about 1.0 at open. It's now 1.3. It could be a really bad day for stocks if it goes above here. It's 38.41 area. You can just tell whenever a stock that was good 3 days ago is now turning down. Although IQ is in a position to bounce. It's holding the open. I don't know how it has the open here. Let's see. It says the open was 21.96. Yeah, the candle's right here. So it came up, back tested. So let's go check out IQ. It's a very cheap stock. It must have drained some volatility on the drop since the other day. Calls for 22.5, which is just outside the money, and it's also 50 cents in the money. It's 35. The mid is 0.32. Execute at 0.34. Nope, it's going up too fast now. Oof. AMD is kind of the lost cause going long here, if you ask me. Wow. That IQ, 22.5 is now 0.36 mid. It was about 0.29 when I looked at it. And that's gonna fire right through. It was a good failure at this area here for VXX. But we'll see, because as long as it doesn't lose that opening candle, it can still spike up. Nothing, no moves to be made yet. PFE is just trash again. The way they're selling this thing, it's like it's gonna go straight down to 30, which sucks. That's the sucky part about swinging. I'm just gonna close those. And close that whole position. Yep. Let them find a vaccine and leave without me. It's a rule. So if we look at EEM, as it did lead the breakdown, it's staying fairly strong right now, honestly. It doesn't look like, I mean, it's holding this supply pretty well, honestly. A lot of stocks like Baba are, I mean, they're down, but they're not extremely down. They're still over this big area here. I don't know, it's something to think about. Yeah, you can tell in the 3-minute whenever it closes right underneath the open. The open is 303.47. The close of this candle was 303.50, so it's right above. Opens above and closes lower. That's when you go short. So now we're just under this area here. This 302.80 consolidating, but this is a drop, base, drop possible. See, VXX is doing the opposite, consolidating right above this. Since we're in downtrend in SPY, can look at puts. There's no reason to believe that it's going up. Although a lot of people seem to want to buy calls right now, I'm not believing it. So since I'm not believing it, I'm just gonna wait. Getting in a put right here is chasing, or rather going against the short-term trend. Excuse me. One sec. Back with volume, here we go. I got 3 whole viewers, so if anybody has any questions about a stock, shoot them in the comment section and I will try to help you out. Right now it's looking like they want to take it up. Oh, those IQ calls. Yep. Those are going to be a double and a half. Still not sure though. That white candle through the open looks good, but it's just not... It's okay to be late to a move. It's not okay to be early and then get ganked. But currently people are banking on the whole buying the dip. That's right here. This is what I'm worried about. 3 minutes. You want to see it hold here. You want to see it hold the open candle on this 3 minute, or hold the open daily candle on this 3 minute candle. If it does, then the next candle should bring us up to 306. And beyond that, it could take us all the way to 309. So a 309 is 0.67 right here. Not gonna enter. I guess I'm just tired of losing on calls. I don't want to buy it right here. But I was just thinking this morning that that's kind of how they get you, is that they burn you so many times, faking you out, and then they make the real move. Okay, so it held 3 minutes above here, above the open. A failure here could take us right down to 29.50. But I'm not gonna trust a candle that hasn't closed. The 295 strike is 0.64.
Daddy.
1 sec.
Daddy.
Okay. No. No. Take it to mama. if they closed this candle above the open, that would be interesting. That would be something I'd want to buy. Oh, that 296 put is moving fast. Doesn't look good. I'm gonna say one more candle. One more 3-minute candle closing on the respective side of the VXX. It closes above this trend line. I'm gonna go short on SPY. The 295 put, whatever the market is. Oh, they're tricking people out today. I can say that much. But since it's 40 minutes into the market open. I'm sorry. What? Wow. That is super annoying. Can't do a market order because of the volatility. Oh, just do it. Thank you. Yep. Take me to 309, please. Come on, man. Honestly, I don't... You're testing this area. It's a strong 3-minute candle. It wicked up to what? Okay. Still good. This is closing well below its open. Right under this area. Okay. I mean, it's perfect. So, what's happening? They're just really faking people out. There's just no conviction this morning. None at all. Okay. So the 5-minute candle looking decent-ish. It's just, oh man, they're so taking it so slow. I wanted to execute it right here. Pop right above 303.50. They don't do market orders though on Red Bull because of the volatility. So it seems I just need to set my limit a little bit higher. If this fails this $37 line, it's right back down to $35.70 for VXX, which will be good for equities. I mean, if you look at the 30-minute, the lines that we have ahead of us are basically 308. I mean, this is just a lot of hoopla in here. It's old levels already gone through. But this was this 303.60. It was today's open area, and now it was a while ago too. So the fresh levels would be 307.90, maybe even 306.40, but 305, 304.60, small. It's a small area. Come on. Oh, they just love to mess with people. Meaning me. All I want is 30%. They really are just testing it. They keep pushing it to this level. It's so choppy right here. It's a gap fill. Either way, it's a gap fill, and unless they push it, it'll just drop. People are seeing like it's just good, but we're just like on the brink. I mean, it looks like a double bottom. Went lower, recovered. That 304.60 level is a little bit stronger than I anticipated, but they continue to hold. The 3-minute, the 5-minute, and now the 15-minute has been holding here, but it'll probably hold here for a minute before they decide to take it up. This volume level, not cool. It's a big, I mean, it's the close of yesterday, so it's a big fight right there. like this. I don't like it one bit. So I'm out. Baba continues to fall. Fell through a pretty big level. A lot of people are bullish, and it's just not there yet. This is just a gap fill. Yeah, I mean, MU is walking up to its open. That's not good. That's bait. Recovered my PFE losses with that call, but it looks like they're gonna send it. Oh yeah. So this is why they make so many buttons for you to hit before you execute your order, because if you're not sure about it, you want to confirm it. It looks bullish. They're walking ES back up to the open line. If they can get it back over there, that would be good. So if we look at the 15-minute chart, it looks bullish. It looks good. I'm just not... just doesn't feel good, I guess. Yeah, I can see that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it right now. Yeah. ES is looking strong because in the first 30 minutes of a 2-hour candle... Oh, snap. They're pushing the limit. It's a big wick. Nope, 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 nope. It's strong, but it's right there under supply now. I guess banks are doing good, but I would have no idea because I don't watch any banks, of course. I think MS is another one. Yeah, of course. Well, you know the thing about banks is that they've been... Okay. Yeah, they pushed it right down to that volume, and now it's gonna go. I'm gonna hop off here for a bit, but hopefully you found some of this helpful.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
And good luck. Watch out for that supply there. That's when they want you to buy when you think it's going up, but it needs to close above this red line here on ES, which does not show up for SPY because they're different opens and closes and whatnot.